Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking an exciting journey into the fascinating world of United States coins as we explore three remarkable Eisenhower dollar coins, the 1972D, 1974D, and 1978D $1 coins. These historic coins honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, while also celebrating the incredible achievement of the Apollo 11 moon landing. In this video, we'll examine each coin in detail, including its history, design, mint mark, specifications, composition, mintage, collector value, rare errors, and the factors that make these coins so popular among collectors around the world. Whether you're a beginner, an experienced numismatist, or simply interested in American history, this video has something for everyone. So sit back, relax, and join us as we discover the fascinating stories behind these iconic United States Eisenhower dollar coins. If you enjoy coin collecting and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins from around the world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest uploads. Let's get started. The 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar is one of the most important and widely collected coins in the United States Eisenhower dollar series. Struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark located above the date on the obverse, this impressive $1 coin honors President Dwight David Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and the Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces during World War II. The Eisenhower dollar series was introduced in 1971, following Eisenhower's death in 1969, and also commemorated the historic Apollo 11 moon landing, the first successful human landing on the moon in July 1969. The 1972 D issue continues this tribute by combining the legacy of one of America's greatest military leaders with one of humanity's most extraordinary scientific achievements. Although originally intended for everyday circulation, the coin's large size and heavy weight made it less practical for daily use, resulting in many examples being saved by collectors rather than spent in commerce. The obverse of the 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar features a bold left-facing portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower designed by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the United States Mint. The portrait captures Eisenhower with a calm and confident expression, reflecting his reputation as a respected military commander and national leader. Across the upper rim appears the inscription, Liberty, representing one of the fundamental principles of the United States. To the left of Eisenhower's neck is the national motto, In God We Trust, while the date 1972 appears below the portrait. Just above the date is the small D mint mark, signifying that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. Every element of the obverse was carefully arranged to honor Eisenhower's leadership, courage, integrity, and lifelong service to the nation. The reverse design is one of the most recognizable in modern American coinage. It features a majestic bald eagle descending toward the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch in its talons, symbolizing peace through exploration rather than conquest. This remarkable design was inspired by the official insignia of the Apollo 11 mission. Above the eagle appears the Latin motto E Pluribus Unum, meaning, out of many, one. Around the outer edge are the inscriptions, United States of America, and $1. The Earth appears above the lunar horizon in the background, emphasizing the incredible journey made by the Apollo astronauts from Earth to the Moon. 13 stars surrounding the Earth represent the original 13 American colonies that united to form the United States. The reverse beautifully combines themes of national pride, technological progress, peaceful exploration, and scientific achievement. The 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition for general circulation. The outer layers contain 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs approximately 22.68 grams, measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, has a thickness of 2.58 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Its silver-colored appearance closely resembles earlier silver dollars, although it contains no silver. The large diameter gives the coin an impressive appearance and provides ample space for the detailed artistic designs created by Frank Gasparo. The Denver Mint produced over 92 million examples of the 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar, making it one of the highest mintage issues in the entire Eisenhower dollar series. Because of this large production, circulated examples remain relatively common today and are generally affordable for beginning collectors. However, coins preserved in exceptional uncirculated condition with brilliant original mint luster, strong strikes, and minimal contact marks are much scarcer. Certified examples graded MS-65, MS-66, MS-67, or finer by professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC are highly sought after because truly high-grade survivors are difficult to locate. Collectors pay close attention to strike quality when examining a 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar. Well-struck examples display sharp details in Eisenhower's hair, ear, jawline, and facial features. On the reverse, the eagle's feathers, the lunar surface, and the earth should all appear crisp and fully defined. Because of the coin's large size, some pieces exhibit weaker strikes in certain areas. Strongly struck specimens with outstanding eye appeal are especially desirable among advanced collectors. Original mint luster is another important characteristic. Freshly struck 1972 D dollars display a brilliant cartwheel effect that rotates across the surface when the coin is tilted under light. This natural luster is created during the striking process and is considered one of the most attractive features of an uncirculated coin. Collectors prefer coins that retain their original surfaces without cleaning, polishing, or artificial enhancement, since originality greatly increases collector appeal and market value. One of the greatest challenges for collectors is finding examples with clean surfaces. Because Eisenhower dollars were stored and transported in heavy mint bags, many developed contact marks, scratches, and abrasions shortly after striking. These bag marks commonly appear on Eisenhower's cheek, neck, and surrounding fields. Coins with fewer contact marks receive higher grades and command stronger prices in the numismatic marketplace. Exceptional examples with nearly flawless surfaces are surprisingly scarce, despite the coin's enormous mintage. The 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar also attracts attention from specialists who search for mint errors and unusual varieties. Although the famous reverse varieties are associated primarily with the Philadelphia 1972 issue, Denver Mint coins can still exhibit interesting mint errors such as off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, broad strikes, lamination errors, struck-through errors, and dramatic die breaks. Authenticated mint errors are often worth significantly more than ordinary circulation strikes because of their rarity and uniqueness. Beyond its collector value, the 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar serves as a lasting reminder of two defining chapters in American history. It honors President Dwight D. Eisenhower, whose leadership helped secure victory during World War II and guided the United States through important years of peace and prosperity, while simultaneously celebrating the Apollo 11 moon landing that demonstrated the remarkable achievements of science, engineering, and international inspiration. Today, the 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar remains a favorite among collectors, historians, educators, and coin enthusiasts around the world. Its impressive size, meaningful symbolism, beautiful artwork, and rich historical background ensure that it continues to be appreciated as one of the most significant modern $1 coins ever produced by the United States Mint. The 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar is much more than a circulating $1 coin. It is a lasting symbol of American history, leadership, innovation, and national pride. During the early 1970s, the United States Mint was searching for ways to bring the dollar coin back into everyday commerce. The Eisenhower dollar was chosen because it honored one of the nation's most respected presidents while also celebrating one of the greatest accomplishments in human history, the Apollo 11 moon landing. Although the coin never achieved widespread circulation because of its large size and heavy weight, it quickly became popular among collectors. Many Americans saved newly issued examples as souvenirs, gifts, or keepsakes, believing they represented an important chapter in the history of the United States. As a result, millions of 1972 D. Eisenhower dollars have survived, but finding specimens in exceptional condition remains a rewarding challenge for collectors. The Denver Mint, where the 1972 D dollar was produced, has been an essential part of the United States mint system since 1906. Located in Denver, Colorado, the facility has struck billions of circulating coins that have entered commerce throughout the nation. Coins produced at this mint are identified by the small D mint mark, which appears above the date on the obverse of the Eisenhower dollar. The Denver Mint has earned an excellent reputation for manufacturing high-quality coins using advanced minting equipment and strict quality control standards. Nevertheless, because Eisenhower dollars were produced in very large quantities and stored in heavy bags before shipment, many examples acquired contact marks and abrasions immediately after leaving the coin presses. Frank Gasparo's artistic work on the Eisenhower dollar remains one of the defining achievements of modern American coin design. His portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower reflects the president's calm confidence, wisdom, and determination. Every detail, from Eisenhower's facial features to the carefully engraved lettering, was designed to create a lasting tribute to one of America's greatest leaders. On the reverse, Gasparo adapted the Apollo 11 mission insignia into a powerful coin design that continues to inspire collectors today. The eagle descending toward the moon while carrying an olive branch represents peace, exploration, and scientific progress, emphasizing that America's achievements in space were intended to benefit all humanity. The 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar is one of the most recognizable and historically important large-sized dollar coins issued by the United States Mint during the 20th century. Struck at the Denver Mint, as identified by the D Mint mark located above the date on the obverse, this impressive coin honors Dwight David Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and the Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force during World War II. The Eisenhower dollar series was introduced in 1971, following President Eisenhower's death in 1969, and also served as a tribute to the successful Apollo 11 moon landing. The 1974 D issue continues this tradition by combining presidential history with one of humanity's greatest achievements in space exploration. Although intended for circulation, the large size and weight of the coin limited its popularity in everyday commerce, making it more common in collections than in daily transactions. The obverse of the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar features a bold left-facing portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo, who served as the chief engraver of the United States Mint. Across the upper rim appears the word liberty, symbolizing the freedom and democratic values upon which the United States was founded. To the left of Eisenhower's portrait is the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the year 1974 is positioned below the portrait. Just above the date appears the small D mint mark, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The portrait captures Eisenhower's calm expression, reflecting the leadership, courage, and integrity that defined both his military and presidential careers. The reverse design is one of the most iconic in modern American coinage. It depicts a powerful bald eagle descending toward the moon while clutching an olive branch in its talons, symbolizing America's commitment to peaceful exploration of space. The design was inspired by the official insignia of the Apollo 11 mission, which successfully landed astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on the Moon in July 1969. Above the eagle appears the inscription E Pluribus Unum, the traditional Latin motto meaning, out of many one. Around the outer edge are the inscriptions United States of America and $1. In the background, the Earth rises above the lunar horizon, reminding viewers of humanity's remarkable achievement in reaching another world. 13 stars surrounding the Earth represent the original 13 American colonies that formed the United States. The 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar was struck using a copper-nickel-clad composition for circulation. The coin consists of outer layers containing 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. This composition gives the coin its attractive silver-colored appearance while making it durable enough for daily use. Each coin weighs approximately 22.68 grams, measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, has a thickness of 2.58 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Its large size makes it one of the most impressive circulation coins ever issued by the United States Mint, although many Americans found it too bulky to carry in their pockets. The Denver Mint produced over 45 million 1974 D. Eisenhower dollars for circulation, making it one of the more common dates in the series. Despite its large mintage, collectors continue to seek high-quality examples with strong luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp details. Coins preserved in mint state grades, particularly MS-65, MS-66, and above, are significantly more desirable than circulated pieces. Since these coins were transported in large mint bags, many acquired scratches and bag marks shortly after striking, making pristine examples relatively scarce. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC carefully evaluate the condition of the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar. Factors including strike quality, original mint luster, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal determine the final grade. Collectors pay special attention to Eisenhower's hair, facial features, lettering, and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. Coins displaying crisp details and brilliant original surfaces are highly prized in the numismatic marketplace and often command substantial premiums compared with ordinary circulated examples. In addition to standard circulation strikes, collectors actively search for interesting mint errors associated with the 1974 D issue. These may include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, lamination errors, double dies, and other striking anomalies. Authentic mint errors are considerably scarcer than regular issues and often attract significant interest from specialized collectors because every error coin is unique. The historical significance of the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar extends well beyond its face value. It commemorates a respected American president whose leadership shaped the outcome of World War II and influenced the nation's development during the Cold War. At the same time, its reverse celebrates one of the greatest scientific and engineering achievements in human history, the Apollo 11 moon landing. This combination of presidential heritage and space exploration makes the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar an enduring symbol of American courage, innovation, and national pride. Today, it remains a favorite among collectors, historians, educators, and anyone interested in the rich legacy of United States coinage. The 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar continues to attract collectors because it represents an important period in the history of United States coinage. During the early 1970s, the United States Mint was attempting to reintroduce the dollar coin into everyday circulation after many years without a large circulating dollar. Although the Eisenhower dollar was beautifully designed and carried great historical significance, its large diameter and heavy weight prevented it from becoming widely accepted by the public. Many Americans found the coin inconvenient to carry in pockets or purses, and businesses often preferred paper $1 notes. As a result, countless 1974 D dollars were stored in bank vaults or saved by collectors in original mint rolls and government packaging. Today, these well-preserved coins provide modern collectors with an excellent opportunity to own an important piece of American history. President Dwight David Eisenhower remains one of the most admired figures in American history. Before becoming the 34th President of the United States, he served as the Supreme Commander of the Allied forces during World War II, directing the successful D-Day invasion of Normandy in 1944. His leadership contributed significantly to the defeat of Nazi Germany and the restoration of peace in Europe. As president from 1953 to 1961, Eisenhower promoted economic growth, expanded the interstate highway system, strengthened American defense, and encouraged scientific research during the early years of the space age. The decision to place his portrait on the $1 coin reflects the nation's gratitude for his remarkable military and political service. The reverse design of the 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar is equally meaningful because it celebrates one of humanity's greatest technological achievements. Inspired by the Apollo 11 mission patch, the design features a majestic bald eagle approaching the moon while holding an olive branch, symbolizing peaceful exploration rather than conquest. The image reminds viewers that the Apollo program was not only an American victory, but also an achievement that inspired people around the world. A small image of Earth rising above the moon emphasizes the unity of humanity and the incredible distance traveled by astronauts during the first successful lunar landing in July 1969. Collectors appreciate the artistic quality of Frank Gasparo's work on the Eisenhower dollar. His portrait of Eisenhower displays realistic facial features, carefully sculpted hair, and a dignified expression that reflects the president's calm personality and strong leadership. The lettering is bold and balanced, while the reverse design combines detailed engraving with symbolic imagery. The eagle's feathers, the rugged lunar surface, and the distant Earth all demonstrate the high level of craftsmanship achieved by the United States Mint during the 1970s. Even after decades, the design remains one of the most recognizable in modern American coinage. When examining a 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar, collectors often focus on strike quality because not every coin was struck with equal sharpness. Well-struck examples show complete hair details above Eisenhower's ear, crisp lettering around the rim, and strong feather detail on the eagle's wings and body. Weakly struck coins may display softer details in these areas. Because the large planchets required tremendous striking pressure, slight variations in strike quality are common, making sharply struck examples more desirable. Original mint luster is another important characteristic. Freshly struck 1974 D dollars display a brilliant cartwheel effect when tilted under a light source. This shimmering appearance results from microscopic flow lines created during the striking process. Coins that retain their original luster without cleaning or polishing are far more attractive to collectors than examples with dull, worn, or artificially brightened surfaces. Professional grading services place considerable emphasis on originality because cleaning can permanently reduce a coin's collectible value. The 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar is one of the last large-size $1 coins produced for circulation by the United States Mint before the introduction of the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. Struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark located on the obverse just above the date. This coin represents the final years of the historic Eisenhower dollar series, which was minted from 1971 through 1978. The coin was authorized by Congress to honor President Dwight David Eisenhower, 1969, the 34th President of the United States and Supreme Commander of the Allied forces during World War II. It also commemorates the achievements of the Apollo 11 moon landing, making the Eisenhower dollar one of the most historically significant modern American coins. The obverse of the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar features a left-facing portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo. Around the portrait appears the inscription Liberty across the top of the coin, while the national motto "In God We Trust" is displayed to the left of Eisenhower's neck. The date 1978 appears at the bottom, with the small D mint mark placed just above the date. The design symbolizes strength, leadership, patriotism, and the important role Eisenhower played in both military and political history. The portrait remains one of the most recognizable images in modern United States coinage. The reverse design is equally impressive and carries deep historical significance. It features a majestic bald eagle descending toward the lunar surface while holding an olive branch in its talons, inspired by the official insignia of the Apollo 11 mission. The moon's surface is shown beneath the eagle, while the Earth appears in the distance above the horizon, representing humanity's first successful moon landing in July 1969. Encircling the design are the inscriptions United States of America and $1. Above the eagle appears the national motto, EPLURIBUSUNUM, meaning out of many, one. 13 stars surround the Earth, representing the original 13 American colonies. Frank Gasparo adapted this remarkable reverse from the Apollo 11 mission emblem, making it one of the most celebrated designs in American numismatic history. The 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar was struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs 22.68 grams, measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of approximately 2.58 millimeters with a reeded edge. Although large and impressive in appearance, its substantial size and weight made it unpopular for everyday commerce, causing many examples to remain in bank vaults or enter collectors' hands shortly after release. Production of the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar reached approximately 33 million coins, making it a relatively common issue in circulated condition. Because such a large number were produced, most circulated examples carry only modest collector value. However, coins preserved in exceptional uncirculated grades with brilliant mint luster and minimal contact marks can command higher premiums. Certified specimens graded MS-65, MS-66, MS-67, or finer by professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC are especially desirable because truly high-grade examples become increasingly scarce. Collectors carefully examine the surfaces of the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar for strike quality, original mint luster, and the absence of scratches or bag marks. Since these large coins were transported in heavy mint bags, many developed contact marks immediately after striking. Coins with sharp details on Eisenhower's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the moon's surface are considered superior examples. Original, untarnished surfaces significantly increase desirability among collectors. Although no major circulation varieties exist for the 1978 D issue, specialists search for interesting mint errors such as off-center strikes, clip planchets, broad strikes, double dies, die cracks, repunched mint marks on earlier series, and dramatic die breaks. Genuine mint errors authenticated by recognized grading companies often sell for substantial premiums because of their rarity and uniqueness. The historical importance of the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar extends beyond its monetary value. It represents the closing chapter of the Eisenhower dollar series and the end of America's large circulating dollar coins. Beginning in 1979, the United States Mint replaced it with the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar, making the 1978 issue the last regular large-sized dollar intended for everyday circulation. This transition marks an important milestone in the evolution of United States coinage. Today, the 1978 D. Eisenhower dollar remains popular among collectors because it combines presidential history, military achievement, and space exploration in a single coin. It honors one of America's most respected leaders while celebrating one of humanity's greatest scientific accomplishments, the Apollo 11 moon landing. Whether collected as part of a complete Eisenhower dollar set or as an individual historical keepsake, the 1978 D dollar continues to symbolize American innovation, leadership, courage, and national pride. Its attractive design, historical significance, and affordability ensure that it remains a favorite among beginning collectors, experienced numismatists, and history enthusiasts around the world. The 1978 D Eisenhower dollar occupies a unique position in American numismatic history because it represents the final year of production for the Eisenhower dollar series at the Denver Mint. When the United States Mint introduced the series in 1971, it was intended to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and to celebrate the success of the Apollo 11 moon mission. Throughout its 8-year production run, the coin became a symbol of American patriotism, technological achievement, and historical remembrance. By 1978, however, the large dollar coin had failed to gain widespread acceptance in everyday commerce. Its size and weight made it inconvenient to carry, and most Americans preferred using paper $1 notes instead. Nevertheless, collectors appreciated the coin's impressive appearance and historical significance, ensuring its lasting popularity. The Denver Mint, where the 1978 D dollar was struck, has a long and distinguished history in the production of United States coinage. Established in 1906, the Denver Mint has produced billions of coins for circulation and is identified by the famous D mint mark. Every 1978 D Eisenhower dollar bears this small letter D on the obverse, indicating that it was manufactured in Denver, Colorado. The Mint has earned a reputation for producing high-quality coins, although, like many circulation issues, Eisenhower dollars often display bag marks from transportation and storage before entering circulation. Frank Gasparro, the designer of both the obverse and reverse, was one of the most influential engravers in modern American coinage. His portrait of President Eisenhower reflects dignity, determination, and leadership. Gasparro carefully studied photographs and official portraits of Eisenhower to create a realistic and respectful likeness. His reverse design, adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia, beautifully combines the themes of peace and exploration. The eagle carrying an olive branch symbolizes the peaceful intentions of the United States in space exploration, while the moon and Earth remind viewers of humanity's greatest scientific achievements. The inscriptions on the coin each carry important historical meaning. Liberty represents one of the founding principles of the United States. In God We Trust has appeared on most American coins for generations and serves as the nation's official motto. EPLURIBUSUNUM, translated from Latin as out of many one, reflects the unity of the states that together form the United States of America. United States of America identifies the issuing nation, while $1 clearly states the coin's face value. The composition of the 1978 D Eisenhower dollar was carefully engineered for durability. The outer layers consist of an alloy containing 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a core of pure copper. This clad construction gives the coin its silver-colored appearance while reducing production costs compared with traditional silver coinage. The reeded edge, consisting of numerous evenly spaced grooves, not only enhances the coin's appearance, but also historically served to discourage clipping of precious metal from coin edges. Although millions of 1978 D Eisenhower dollars were produced, relatively few survive in pristine condition. Coins intended for circulation were stored in heavy mint bags, where they frequently struck against one another. As a result, many examples acquired contact marks before ever reaching the public. Collectors therefore pay special attention to coins with clean surfaces, strong mint luster, and sharply struck details. Gem quality examples certified by professional grading services are considerably more valuable than ordinary circulated pieces. Professional coin grading plays an essential role in determining the value of a 1978 D Eisenhower dollar. Organizations such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, evaluate coins based on preservation, strike quality, luster, and eye appeal. Coins graded mint state 65 or higher are especially sought after because they represent exceptional preservation. The finest certified examples can command prices many times greater than their face value, demonstrating how condition significantly influences collector demand.